Rough Edge FM. Irritatingly irresistible internet radio at roughedgefm.com.
The art of magic is mystery, majesty, pageantry, and craft. It's also about history, marketing, networking, and more. All of these topics and others are discussed on Magic Talk with your hosts, renowned magician James Lantine and owner of the White Rabbit Magic Shop, Joshua Lantine. Now on Rough Edge FM.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, yes, indeed, it is another episode of Magic Talk with a very special guest today.
Yes, we have.
I know, but
You can't see him though.
we can't see him, and it doesn't look like he even wants to talk because he
I don't want to be seen either.
he doesn't have the mic near him. He doesn't.
You know what that means?
What's that?
That means we're lying, and everybody's going to figure it out.
That he's not really here.
Yeah.
I'm doing a voiceover.
All right, ready? Watch this. At the snap of a finger. Oh, there's Bob.
He looks so relaxed with his head's back.
I know, but now all he has to do is push that mic next to his face so that the world can actually hear him.
I had nothing to talk about. Oh, jeez.
Well, everybody,
Hello.
he has nothing to talk
There you
about,
go.
but we did bring on the one, the only, the amazing Bob Bolivar.
Here we
with
go.
Magic by Bob.
Now we have to do this. Ready?
What?
Happy birthday
on.
to
Wow.
you.
Oh,
Get in sync.
Happy
you
birthday.
really want to be sing?
Get in sync.
Sing? Okay, ready?
You want
One,
me to sing?
2, 3. Happy birthday
There you go.
to you. Happy birthday to you.
Follow my voice.
Happy birthday, dear Bobby. Happy birthday to you.
And there we just lost all of our viewers.
If you had a day job, I tell you, don't quit it.
So, yeah, Bob, you are like the big 8-0.
No, I've been there.
Yeah, I know. It's over. You're
It's over.
you're actually
I'm
heading
past
towards 81 now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Bob performed at the castle on his 80th birthday.
Yep.
Nice.
And just like our president, we had to remind him every day that he was there to perform.
And
So-
point me in the right direction.
Yeah. Yeah, we sat him at the table and we said, here's the deck of cards, here's the coins. And he actually did
And
very
son of a gun, it was like the best thing you've ever seen, huh?
it was. He actually did okay.
Yeah. He did good.
So
Even Jack liked it.
he did. I thought he was going to cringe on your joke though.
No.
There was
He
one
didn't say-
joke that you had a sexual undertone, and with the
No.
status of the castle at these days, I thought,
I,
Ooh.
I simply asked if she was into bondage.
yeah,
But that was for information. I needed that information.
I understand, but with the sensitivity of the castle lately, I thought,
Nah,
Wow.
Oh gosh, with the sensitivity of the world,
oh yeah,
I could be running outside with whips and chains and leather garments all over the place, and then it's like, don't ask me about that. I don't want to know.
yeah.
It's not your business. I'm like, I kind of is.
Well, yeah, that's.
So did you have a good time?
I had a great time. Yeah,
And
I may even do it again.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
how long ago was it since you last performed there? Prior to that,
I was supposed to do the bar the first week of April in 2020. That was the week they shut the castle down for COVID.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say.
So I had,
Well, they shut the castle down because you were supposed to do a week at the
Yeah,
bar.
that's the only, they couldn't cancel me.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
need an excuse.
Yeah,
Oh,
that would
yeah,
be
that's right.
discriminatory. You can't cancel 79-year-olds.
Yeah, I get it.
Or 70-year-olds.
Yeah.
Is that called ageist?
Yeah.
So
Something like
that was the last time you were supposed
Yeah.
to perform.
So I'd been doing it for, I think, 25 straight years, and then missed 3 years.
Okay. And then he had you back for your 80th.
Yeah, but back for my 80th.
So
I'm already booked for my 90th. So
are you?
yeah.
You're planning on being here.
Oh, of course. I'm
Oh.
going to live forever. So far, I'm right on schedule.
So who writes your material?
Me.
Myself and I.
I know you might
Yeah.
want to have a talk
I'm
with
not
yourself.
sure. I'm not sharing credits with anybody.
You might want to have a talk with yourself.
I do that.
I know you do.
And they told me I'm okay until I start answering.
So one of the things that is I've always enjoyed about Bob's opening is his introduction to let everybody know who he is, which is
My name is Bob. Just 1-0 if you're taking notes.
and
I'm your magician. I'm going to magish for you. I used to tell people I was a wizard and I was going to whiz for them, but I don't do that anymore. That one cut into the kids' shows like you wouldn't believe.
So he has been doing that line as long as I've known you.
I've been
And
doing
before.
that line for probably 20 years.
Hey, if it works, don't fix it.
I got the magish from Albert Goshman.
The magician?
Yeah.
Okay.
Albert Goshman he'd be holding a sponge with I'm going to magish for you.
And then you added the wizard?
Yeah. I heard that. I only steal from the best.
Okay.
I did hear somebody say I was a wizard. So I was going to whiz for you.
Nice.
But yeah.
So
See, if
like
the
I say,
lines-
you just have to keep listening, and eventually you'll be able to steal a whole introduction. And they won't be able to point to one person.
but
if it's a Franken introduction, you never know.
Yeah.
to your credit though, I mean you do have some original moves and
Oh, yeah.
things that you've done, and
That whole act was nothing that you can buy. The whole act is all mine.
Nice.
that you did at the castle.
Yeah. It's the cards, the coins.
So for everyone sitting in the cheap seats, what was the if you can give a brief introduction as to what your act was?
It starts out with producing a deck of cards. That's right off of the buy this and you can do it thing.
And that's using the flat pack.
Yeah, flat pack.
Yep.
And if you've never seen the flat pack work, get one.
It is
Get
truly
one ordered
phenomenal.
here. It is just blows people. Well, you were sitting there. You saw the
Yeah.
looks on their faces.
And we have about 10 of those in stock.
And it's a great intro, great way to start off a show
It is.
with something that's a little bit different, because all you do is you open up a wallet, you pull up a little folded card case, and it pops open on the wallet, and
Yep.
then the deck's there.
And I've even seen people do work where it's opening and it's even a closer,
Mm-hmm.
where they go and they put the deck back in the flat pack, fold it up, and then put that back in your wallet. That's really good.
Yeah, I have
Right.
a way of doing that, but with this one, since I'm using a trick that's my own,
I took you out, Bob. So
okay.
yeah.
Since I'm doing a trick that's also available here,
See all
And
these plugs. I love this.
it's the only place that it's available, called Bounty Hunters. You just keep finding their card, and then at the end the deck disappears, and you're left with an Omni block. And like I say, there's no deck to put back in the case, so I don't have to cause the case to reappear.
Right.
Yep.
Because it's
But there's an easy way to do it. It's just in the beginning you put it in your coat pocket. It just takes dumb. If you have a top it, it's real easy, because your hand goes in there and you just let go of the cards, they all fall on the top, and you pull out the box. and
Right.
everything. So
that's one device that I've never used, but I've always wanted to.
I have every coat I have, with the exception of one, has got toppets on both sides,
Both sides?
and I never use them.
You never use them.
I use them as a pocket, and I do use it for cylinder coins.
It's a ditching thing, or it's even for any other. You say you just use it to go and dump stuff.
Yeah, you can,
for the most part.
If you want to use the same pocket over and over again.
Yeah.
You can reach in there and if you're putting the deck away, you can put the deck. If you want to get it back, you can put it into the pocket. If you don't want to get it back, you can put it into the toppet.
Yeah.
So it's
so why don't you use a toppet as a toppet?
Oh, I used to.
Okay.
I used to a long time. It's I just don't have any tricks that everybody says, can you do a pass? Yeah, I can, but I don't.
Right.
Because I don't do any card tricks that need a pass. If they need a pass, I don't do them.
We do a J pass.
Yeah. What's that?
It's a pass that I created.
Oh, okay.
So you know who is a master at the toppet?
Yeah, Michael Lamar.
Arthur Trace.
Trace, Michael Lamar.
Yeah.
Actually, Michael Lamar has information about the toppet.
He created it.
No, he didn't.
He didn't?
No, it's called a beggar's pocket.
A beggar's pocket?
Yeah, it's been around since Middle Ages.
What did he perfect it then? Because he's got.
No, he was first one. Actually, the first one to use it that I ever saw was. Give me a second. Give me that's. He's a lawyer.
So we're going to be sued.
No. Anyways, it was at the Roosevelt Hotel back in the 70s. And he had won IBM or SAM, one of the two, with something called the Cannabills. And he used the old time pocket, which was just a small slit with a tube that went down. But beggars' pockets have been around forever. That's how thieves used to steal things in the Middle Ages.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you pocket, you pickpocket, and then you toss it into the beggar's pocket, and it's like,
Michael Lamar he refined it.
Yeah, he actually has on, I believe, his at the table lecture.
Well, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but when I remember something, I either get it out or I forget it again.
Feel free, go ahead.
Michael Weber. And if you haven't heard of Michael Weber, then you haven't been in magic for very long.
Yeah.
But he is.
So he was the one that you saw do.
He was the first one I ever saw use the toppet commercially. And that was for his routine called Cannabills.
And
back in the 70s.
Was that a Michael Lamar?
No, Amar hadn't even come out with his.
Okay.
His was probably 10 years later.
Now, the one thing that I have heard with Michael Lamar is actually he talked about it in his at the table lecture.
Mm-hmm.
But his toppet that he got it on. I forget if he has it on both sides or not, but it actually goes and feeds into your outer pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, they all come with a slit. It doesn't feed into your outer pocket, but you can retrieve something from the toppet through the outer pocket.
Yeah.
They all come with a slit when you put them in there, unless you use his portable toppet, which you just pin in.
Yeah.
And he essentially, like I say, the original toppet, I think, was the one that Michael Weber used. And it was just a little slit up here by the lapel.
Mm.
And it was not, I don't think it was easy to use.
I was going to say, how do you aim that?
You practice and practice and practice, just like anything in magic. But yeah, Amar essentially opened it up so anybody could use it.
Yeah.
I mean, he made it it's the whole side of your coat.
Right.
Pretty much.
And
so he made it like a no miss.
It pretty well is no miss because it's made on an angle so that when you put the flap into your belt, the back end curves up. So it's, unless you really try, it's really hard to throw something through the top so you miss. But he came up with all sorts of, his deck vanish was beautiful. He could vanish. He just hold the deck there in his hands and just bring his hands up and the deck was gone.
Well, we had Arthur Trace at our mashup show.
Mm-hmm.
And so, looking back on a show and everything like that, I mean, he did some pretty amazing miracles
Yeah.
with that being in use.
Oh yeah.
So-
If you use the top it, you practice with the top it, things seem to disappear.
Yeah. Yep.
It's really
So-
cool.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we are going to talk about the new Tenyo line that has just come up. So if you are on Facebook, freeze.
But why?
We're back. What do you mean, but why?
They can't see us. Why you gotta have every like? There's this whole commercial that goes on, and he says, "Okay, freeze." So we just froze for like 2 minutes.
2
nothing.
minutes?
2 minutes, more like 10
Holy
seconds.
cow.
Well, come
2
on.
minutes. That was like 2 seconds.
The
Even
commer-
10 seconds was long.
Well, how long are these commercials?
We
Oh,
just
they're a couple
need
minutes.
we just need a break in the audio
That's fine.
to insert the commercial. We don't have to wait for 2 minutes for the commercial to fill in. We just got to give it a break. So anyways,
But we have a viewing audience too, and you
I
say
know.
freeze, and I'm like, well, so they're looking at us like we're stupid. We're just like, okay, they became lame for a minute.
no, it's like ready and pose.
Yeah, exactly. I don't play
Okay,
that
we're
game.
back. All right. So this week's item of the week is going to be Tenyo. So here we go.
Is it good? Should I buy it? Does it suck? Did I get ripped off? Is it more of a craft project than a magic trick? These questions and more answered now on the Magic Item of the Week here on Magic Talk.
Okay. Sorry, Bob is kind of new to this thing. He doesn't know not to talk when things are going on. You can put your headphones on, Bob, and look cool like us. You'll actually hear a whole world of things going on in there. So look at you.
So yes,
It's a fashion statement.
Space Ranger now.
So yeah. So here is what we're gonna take a look at.
we got a whole line of the 2024 Tenyo products. They came out with 4 for this line. What do you want to do for the first one? Let's do this one.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, so the very first one is the magical picture cards. This one right here. And what this one is you
This one right here, like they're going to be able to actually see that.
Can you
but,
see this? Can the viewers see that?
The
I can't
viewers
see it.
can see that, but
Okay.
not anybody else.
All right, so this I'm
So
explaining.
here's what I'm going to do.
Oh, good God!
I'm going to make this easier for our watching audience. Okay, so here it is. That's what we are actually taking a look at in studio. You can see it right
Yes,
there.
the magical picture cards. Now, this is a trick that has a deck of blank cards with about, what is that, a 4x4 set of cards that have a picture on it
Yeah,
that you're able to go and
kind of paint it on.
exactly. You paint on the picture. It actually looks pretty cool when you're doing it. You're dropping one card, as you can see in the picture right there. You're basically dropping one card per column.
Right.
Or per row, actually. And then you're doing that for 4 columns. And once you get to the last one, that's where you have your prediction, where this this caricature.
4 of Hearts is where they actually picked.
Yes. Or I think you can do a different prediction too. Or
Yeah.
can you? Yeah, it's a different prediction.
So this
They have
retails.
They do have other Tenyo tricks that are similar in this way, but it's a puzzle. It's not a playing card.
Right, and you can do 4 predictions in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this one retails for $20, and I actually saw this perform, not this particular trick. I saw a version of this performed at the castle by, I believe, the guy who created it.
Okay.
So
Yeah, it looked really cool, especially on the demo video.
yeah, and it was actually created by, I believe, Justin Flom, Flom. Flom. Okay.
Justin Flom.
So, cool effect though.
Very cool. I like it.
And all right, the next one is the mentalist animal photo book.
This one, it is a complete mentalist, a mentalist trick where you're able to show this photo book of all sorts of animals, and the spectator is able to go flip through to a page and find a series of what would be, I think they're saying, 3 animals.
Right.
And you're able to mentally predict what those 3 animals are. It's a different animal for each page, too.
And you have to mentally predict it in Japanese.
Yes.
So
you got to learn.
You have to learn how to write Japanese so that you can mentally predict in Japanese.
Oh.
Here's a little beef that I have.
What's
okay. So if any of you are familiar with Tenyo, back in the older days, they actually used to have the name of the product written in English on their boxes. They have completely gone away from that, except for they write the word Magictainment. Now, sometimes they write Magictainment with a space. Other times they combine it together and make it one word. Sometimes they say world's greatest magic on it.
That's because it's from a magician who's really notable, or actually 2 magicians that are really, really notable.
Okay, but why are you just writing that in it? Why not write the name of the product in English so we have a general idea of what the heck we're selling?
I know why.
Why?
Because they're a company in Japan. That's why.
But I will bet you the U.S. is probably one of its more significant buyers. Would you guess that?
They don't have any respect for the USA.
Okay.
Have you ever been to Japan? This actually advertises as toy magic.
Yes.
I think we've even talked about this before, but it's toy magic that's good.
So if you buy that from any other magic shop, you will pay $17.50. If you buy it from White Rabbit, you're going to pay $18.
Yeah. Way to go and put it that
way. We round everything up to the nearest dollar.
Well, because cents makes everything complicated, and I don't like it anymore.
I agree. We're getting rid of change.
This one, a complete mentalist type of a trick where it's all prediction based and such.
Okay, I'm gonna say that will not be something that I add into my show because it's all written in Japanese, different language. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Okay, so
you're going and broadcasting your age on the radio.
I know. I can't read it, so they're gonna be like, you could have written down anything. How do I know that's what you actually predicted?
Do you have do you know what animals look like? Do you have a good sense as to, oh, look, that's a lion, or that's a rhino, or that's a leopard?
Okay, I have no idea what the other 2 are next to the lion.
Okay, so then no, you couldn't go and do this one because you failed that part of grade school.
Next one is the Mystery Showcase, which is an appearing quarter. Okay, so we're selling to the US. It's a quarter.
You know how many people I've actually seen using yen or pounds or euros? Quite a lot, actually.
Okay.
I don't know why, but they do.
Well,
because they want to be weird and different, I guess.
It will cost you 20 quarters. 40 quarters. I'm sorry. It will cost you 40 quarters. Yes. In order to purchase this product.
What scares me, $10. How much is the thing?
40 quarters. 40 quarters is $10?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. It will cost you 80 quarters.
What's scary is he's the accountant.
Yeah. Thank you for being here, Bob.
It's just proof that 2 heads are thicker than one.
So it's actually, wouldn't you say that's kind of cool? I showed
it is. It's a really cool trick.
Yeah.
Believe it or not.
I mean, it's made out of plastic, but it's still
so well done.
It's very cool.
It's toy magic. It's
right.
Obviously, it's got to be made out of plastic.
But I mean, some of the Tenyo stuff is I've seen people at the castle do some of the Tenyo stuff.
Yeah, it's good magic. I'm not even kidding.
So
now this one, it is nice. You show the case empty. You wrap it. Wrap a
plastic
rubber band
sleeve. Yeah, and then you put a plastic sleeve down on it, and then when you lift the sleeve up, there's a quarter there.
The whole process too, you can show that the case is empty the entire time. Even when you put the sleeve over, you can say, "Hey, look inside. See, it's still empty."
Right.
And then you make your magical gesture, and you pick up the sleeve, and then your quarter's there.
Yep. And then the last one, this one sells for $25. It is called Shocking Pass Case. Now, for those of you who are on Facebook or YouTube watching this, I'm just going to play a quick little.
Keeping in mind, this is not the first time they've done this.
I know. Let's jump to the Okay, so what you just saw was the Flick wallet.
Yes,
which is
in essence, yes.
Yeah, and I, Bob, how much did I tell you the Flick wallet was? I think I said 130 or something like that.
Something like that.
And so Tenyo has come up with this for $25. Now, one of the interesting things on it is it is showing two Japanese people, I believe, as the creators of this trick. Yet the Flick wallet was created by, let me look that up. Let's see here, Flick wallet. So the Flick wallet, this one actually you can do dual sides. It's a two-sided Flick wallet, and it sells for $130, and it's by
I can't see.
Tejinaya and Lumos. Okay, I stand corrected. Created by YUJI. ENEI is also the creator of the Tenyo one. So Tenyo did give them, in fact, credit, which is really weird because they just came out with the Flick wallet.
I think it's Yoji.
Okay. Yeah. So whatever it is, what's interesting is that it was created by them, and all of a sudden they came up with the Flick wallet.
I have a theory on that one too.
Okay.
See, you know how the Flick wallet is 130?
Yes.
That's what you said? Yes, the $130. Now this is the economic version of the Flick wallet.
Is one of them in leather and the other one is in plastic?
It's probably plastic, yeah.
Well, I'm sure the Tenyo one's plastic.
Yeah.
Is the other one leather?
In leather, yes.
Big difference.
So,
yeah.
Okay.
So it's the economic version of it. It still looks really good, actually. Looks like the mechanism behind it is really strong and everything. It works fairly well.
The leather one will look good for quite a while.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Whereas a plastic one will, it depends.
It might deteriorate. If you don't take care of it well, it might deteriorate pretty good. But
you can buy 5 of them.
Yes, you could. You could. It's actually it's economic.
So for those of you who weren't able to see it on the video, basically you hold a wallet up. You have a card in a plastic sleeve that you can see through.
A card, a billet, a bill.
Yeah. You flick the wallet and it changes instantly.
Yes.
So visually, it's really cool.
Yeah.
When you were talking about depends, Bob, it made me just think of something because of your age.
What depends?
It depends and depends. So anyway, so that is the item of the week. And
items of the week.
The items of the week. So you can
check
check
it
it out
again for
25.
Yeah.
So you can check it out at wr-magic.com. We have a supply of all 4 items. Yes. So you are more than welcome to go online and check out the new Tenyo. I remember as a kid, we used to, we couldn't wait for the new Tenyo line to come out because they always came out with such cool stuff every year.
Minus that 1 year, they're still coming out with really cool stuff. I still like it.
What?
Tenyo.
What minus what year?
Well, there was that one.
Oh, they came out with these cardboard cutout things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of that. That was
kind of weird.
That was kind of a bust. But everything else.
So, Bob, has Tenyo been around since you were a kid?
I don't know. I didn't do magic when I was a kid.
That's right. You didn't. You started later. Yeah, but when when you were older, I was still. I probably wasn't born when you were still old enough when you started. When did you start magic?
When I was about 30.
30?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I wasn't even born.
Yeah.
So, all right, maybe I was.
Yeah, you're like what 6, 7 years old.
No, I was 8 years old.
You were 8 years old.
Yeah. So
yeah, that's I remember. I don't know whether I remember Tenyo but I know that you could go into any joke shop. They really didn't have magic stores, but they had like joke shops where they sold loads for cigarettes and stuff like that.
okay.
And they always had those little mummy in a box.
Oh yeah, cups and balls.
Jump out,
and, yeah.
Cups and balls.
Ball and vase.
Like ball and vase. Especially the one where with the rope and the little cork ball. That is the ball and vase. Never mind.
The rope and the cork ball. No,
That
that's
is a
the
Chinese prayer vase.
That's the prayer vase.
The prayer vase,
Yeah.
Okay.
So, when you were born, did cups and balls exist?
Hell, dirt didn't exist.
I saw it all.
I know the cups and balls showed up on the on the hieroglyphics and stuff like that, but I wasn't sure if that was
It was
post Bob or pre Bob.
If Bob's that old, I think he might have even pioneered it.
He said he's been around forever.
No, I mean, I didn't watch magic or anything until I was in my 30s. And my first exposure to it was Jeff McBride had just come back from Japan.
Nice.
And I went to the forum. I think it was the forum. And he did his kabuki set where he did all the masks.
Oh, the different masks. Yeah, I saw that in New York.
Yeah. And I just fascinated with it. And then
so that's what got you interested in magic was
the guy that took me to it was the guy that taught me magic.
Okay.
But,
I think I met him.
Huh?
I think I met him.
Yeah, Dave Yee.
Yeah.
So he got me interested in it. And then that's the first show I ever saw where I actually saw magic applied.
Okay.
And then after that, the Roosevelt Hotel, where I saw Michael Weber.
Okay.
And he was doing pretty, and that's where I first saw David Copperfield. Of course, he was just a kid then.
Right.
I think he's probably about 18. And he still had an entourage.
Right. Oh, yeah.
So
I was watching some of the old David Copperfield videos, and it's like, he was definitely like a dance fever guy.
Yeah.
Bell bottoms.
Oh,
And
jeez.
long, yeah. He even makes fun of himself now when he looks back on that stuff.
he can afford to.
Yeah, he can. So you got now. Are you better than David is now?
Who?
You.
Better than
Not Copperfield, the one who taught you.
Different. He's mostly cards and stuff like that.
Do you do cards better than he does?
No, he does cards.
He does cards really well.
I do coins better, but I do a lot more things that he doesn't do. I mean, I do a lot of small object magic.
Yeah.
He does cards and coins. He doesn't do small object magic.
Okay.
I think as small as he goes is cups and balls.
There you go.
So, but
now, do you know what cups and balls was originally invented for back in the Egyptian days?
Probably to cheat somebody out of their money, whatever.
It was actually done magic came about as a distraction so that people could steal bread and food.
Yeah, that would be good.
Yeah,
and it had religious purposes.
It did.
But, yeah.
Well, no, I
watched the whole history of magic.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Actually, I saw.
I looked at the cliff notes.
There was one I was watching a documentary on it with my wife Nikki, and there was the Greeks were great at magic. Actually, they had one where it was a automatically opening door, the first automatic opening door ever in existence, and it was to go and symbolize the power of the god that they were praying to, because it was for his temple.
Wow.
It was sophisticated. It was all of it, like the whole 9 yards, team power and everything. and it was a magic trick to open a door without using your hands.
Yeah, what else they created?
Pyramids.
Yeah,
That's a hell of a trick.
see?
That's one you couldn't duplicate today.
Yeah. So
They made those stones float. I'm telling you.
okay. So do you have some cards?
I do have cards. Wait, is that a question?
I know. So we're gonna take a quick break. When we come back, we're gonna do your playing cards, and then Bob and I, we need to do a wrap so that we can get on the road.
You sound so happy about me doing my playing cards.
Yeah, it's and notices at the end of the show you have 3 minutes. So all right, ready and freeze.
Oh, we're supposed to.
You're talking.
I know.
You're not supposed to talk.
Oh, okay.
All right, we'll be right back after this message. And we're back. Okay. So
I'm still laughing about the last thing.
so this is Joshua's favorite segment. So and you got your headphones on, Bob, so you'll be able to hear this.
There is an outbreak among us. It is limited
You know what I don't
You
understand
didn't
about these?
What?
When you hit play, it doesn't play the very first line.
to only a small portion of our population.
Really?
They have a sickness. They have an addiction. They collect bicycle playing cards, which is bad for them, but great for us because we have almost 500 decks of playing cards to choose from. They'll go crazy in here. They'll spend every last penny they... This is their story. This is Playing Cards Anonymous here on Magic Talk.
Yeah, there's one thing I have to say about that introduction.
Well, there's one thing I have to ask. What's the name of the deck that we're going to be looking at?
The name of the deck. Let me get the whole thing up here. It's called the Bionic Blossom.
Bionic
And
Blossom.
This is the Timeless Depths.
So
Timeless Depths playing card.
okay,
And it's the Dark Bionic Edition.
the Dark Bionic Edition.
They have a
Ooh.
dark, and then they also have a light one. This one, the other light one is called, the Light Bionic Edition is called, hold on, internet sucks. It's called the Dawn of the Ancients.
Ooh.
Now, one deck I know is a black deck, and the other deck is the white one, where it actually has white cards instead of black cards.
Okay.
And this one is the dark one.
Well, we are looking at the dark one right now.
Okay. I see, actually
And-
pulling everything up.
And those dark ones are retailing for $27.
What I like about both of these, actually, this one's very interesting. The tuck case is really cool because it's not just a pull out sleeve tuck case. This one has, in order to operate it, you have to pull it to the side. I'm trying to do it gently.
And we are actually looking at a picture of it.
Yeah.
Because you can't seem to pull out the tuck.
Oh, no, I can't. I just don't want to rip it. That's,
Is it glued?
no, I hope not. I put it back in, it got stuck.
Oh, so you already took it out once before.
Yes. Now, there it is. Okay. So
Okay.
you have to hold the corners right here, and then you do it so they can go and free the slip,
All right.
which is getting in the way. Now, the cards themselves, really cool. I just want to here pull it up. This is really cool. I don't know why I'm shaking so much. I took my pill and everything, but actually a very cool tuck.
I'm trying to refinagle this so that you can be seen. All right.
Now, if you can see that, it's a really cool tuck case. It just operates just like that.
So it's on a hinge.
It's on a hinge.
Oh my gosh.
It's really cool. I mean, see, right?
Yeah, that
Look.
is cool.
And now the cards, like I said, they
Nice.
are black cards. And they have, oh, that's nice. They have the dark cards, the supposed black cards are a different color. They are, in this one, they're green.
All right.
And the red cards
So let's
are red. It's actually a really cool illustration.
So the black pips are green
Yes.
and the red pips are red.
Yes.
Okay.
Now the let me see the smoothness of the card. Actually, it's got a nice feeling stock. where it's pretty malleable and everything like that, and it has a good spring back to it.
Bob, what's the word malleable mean?
Movable.
Malleable.
Yeah.
Movable.
Well, it's
Then why can't you just say movable? Why do you have to say malleable?
Because I'm
it's-
being
it's
sophisticated.
fancier.
I'm being sophisticated.
Is that kind of like doing the double and twisting it on the palm versus?
It's like putting your finger up when you drink your coffee.
See,
Okay.
it's exactly. Bob gets me. Now let me see what the fan feels like. It's a little chunky with the fan. It's not very smooth. The cards. It doesn't have a slick finish to
I
them.
think pliable would be a better word than movable.
Pliable.
Ooh,
Yeah.
It's not very smooth.
they have it's a horrible fan.
Yeah, it's the finish on it's
Oh my
actually
gosh.
very raw.
They're
What does it say? What type of finish it's
it
on?
doesn't have any kind of coating on it whatsoever. It looks like it's just a dull.
Does it say what finish it has?
And open.
You're right. Awful fan.
Oh,
No, it does not.
It's I don't know what type of finish this is, but it is not a cardistry style finish.
Now, here's my theory on that. They went to a regular printer and had those cards printed and cut off of a standard stock.
I'm sure
They're definitely not made by Bicycle.
No,
they are not. This one.
let's see if
That's okay. This is what it is. It's it's a cheaper finish, but it is a high quality print on cards. 310 GSM premium German linen finish.
okay, yeah.
But
So
that's
they
a-
went to a printer and they had these done. These were not produced by a playing card.
It's
company.
showing you the exact stock and everything,
Yeah.
and the linen finish. It's this is actually manufactured by the NPCC. Right here,
That's the National
Make playing cards company.
Yeah.
NPC.
National Playing Cards.
Oh, okay.
Com-
Well,
National
that's a
Playing Card
horrible
Company.
stock if that's coming from a playing
Yeah.
card company.
And this one it
'Cause
says
you couldn't do cardistry with that. You couldn't do.
according to this, it says it's the 240 GSM smooth French cardstock.
The French.
Well, French
didn't-
don't know.
Yeah, they didn't know. They don't know how to make playing cards.
That's actually it has that stock and that finish create a matte style, which is not very conducive for doing anything that's a cardistry move or anything that is smooth with the playing cards. Though this one I wouldn't.
They
go
do
and
have
say-
black borders on the face and on the back, so which is nice because you can't tell
You can
the
reverse the
direction of
cards.
the cards.
Yeah.
You can reverse them. But yeah, I would not.
These are to look at.
Yeah.
Now these there's quite a few that are like that where it's a nice deck to have and play with, and maybe I mean you could do something with it. You could go.
I wonder if you could put a fanning powder on it.
No.
No.
Or you have to have something
Well, you
smooth.
say that with such authority.
No.
Just the fanning powder. What you're supposed to be able to do with fanning powder is absorb the oils that are clumping the cards
Right.
together.
Oh.
And this is this isn't spring or smooth at all.
All right.
Period. Now I'm not done
Fine.
because we get the cards.
Don't even try to ferro them.
I will see because it's
No,
it's
the
pretty
edges are
dull.
going to be dull. There's no way you're going to ferro those.
Yeah, it is dull. It does sit flat, going both ways. It is kind of like trying to shove two bricks together.
We do have one comment that says,
Yes.
"Happy birthday, Bob."
Oh.
So that was for me.
Oh.
Yeah.
Now the cards themselves, actually, they do. That's kind of nice. The court cards.
Yeah, I
it's
mean,
a nice
it's-
illustration. If you're looking for a deck of cards that's fun to have, like you guys were saying, fun to look at and play with,
Yeah.
as far as games and such, or just any other ordinary style type of cards, it's a nice deck for that because it's interesting and you're not even the
It
tuck.
rounds out your collection. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll give you that
and
much.
the tuck box is equally as interesting. You cannot use this very well.
Bob is done.
Okay.
He's like, "Yeah, I'm done. I'm checking out.
Oh, good God!
He said-
I
he
hate
said
doing
the
this show
show's-
with old people.
He said the show's over. He said I've had enough.
All right,
So-
so then this
I'm
one,
hungry.
I know.
we'll go get food after this. But this one, it goes and retails for $27.
Yes, I said that, and
You did?
the
At the
price was up.
Oh,
Yep.
It's very pretty. I will say that.
Yeah.
for it.
Okay.
if you're looking
It's
for
just
an
not,
interesting
not
deck,
what you
this
would
is the
call
one.
functional.
No,
Don't
not for a
buy
magician.
it to do card tricks.
No,
Buy it to look at.
Yeah. So, all right. Well,
and play with your friends.
Bob, thank you for joining us.
Oh, it was my pressure.
I know it was your pleasure.
No, I
You said pressure.
Oh, your pressure? Okay. We're gonna have to work.
I did go and pepper him and say, "Come on, let's do it. Come on,
Yeah.
come on. When are you going to be back here? Come on, let's do this."
I know. So he comes up, and yeah, it took us a while to kind of get you to settle in, get the mic to your face, and put the headphones on. But
See, he was
I was,
fighting
just,
it the
I
whole
was
Anyway.
time.
just gonna sit here and watch you guys make fools of yourselves.
well, we included you,
Yeah.
and whoever says you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Yeah, never
So-
never owned an old dog.
Anyways, that is our show for today. Thank you for listening.
Oh, wait a minute.
Coming up at the end of the month, we are going to be talking with a guest magician who has got plans to vanish a Hollywood icon.
Wow,
Yeah.
that sounds exciting.
So I will.
Gonna vanish the magic castle.
No, no, another Hollywood icon. So, but we'll talk more about that as we come up in the coming weeks. Right now, they are scheduled for November 30th. I'm just waiting for confirmation. As soon as we get it, I will let the cat out of the bag.
Ah,
So,
Alrighty. So everybody too, just remember, since we're gearing up for the holiday season, we are going to be having a Black Friday deal and a Small Business Saturday deal and a Cyber Monday deal. So the whole weekend, basically, that you're
How
going to be
did-
able to go.
Black Friday get its name? What came up with that?
It's a dark week, a dark day in holiday shopping because everyone's last minute and oh my God, I got to find something.
Black
real
Friday
quick.
is not last minute. That's like the day after Thanksgiving.
yeah. I think it's because, if anything, it's because everybody's full, everybody's done their shopping. There's nothing coming up,
Okay.
So it's
I don't buy any of that.
It
But
was just a slow day.
yeah.
So we make it a big day. We'll call it a name.
Yeah. All right.
So we will have a deal out for everybody. It's going to be buy two, get one free. In the
Okay.
spirit of the season.
All
We'll
right.
have it for the whole weekend.
No, we won't.
Well, why not? Because
Saturday will be a different deal, and Monday will be a different deal as well.
you know what? We're going to talk to the boss. We'll figure out what we're going to do there.
Already did, and your mom said that sounded like a great idea.
Oh, she does own half.
All right. We will talk to y'all next week. Have a great week, and whatever you're doing, stay safe.
Abracadabra, hocus pocus, presto. Pick a card, any card. Some words are magic. They sparkle with the promise of something wonderful. But they're still just words until you add that something wonderful to the mix. And that's what you'll find at the White Rabbit Magic Shop in Santa Paula. Their inventory includes world-class tricks and illusions that are not only for sale, but that they will teach you to master. In addition, White Rabbit Magic Shop is world-renowned for its amazing collection of bicycle playing cards, with nearly 500 decks in stock. So, if you're serious about magic, then say it with us. At the White Rabbit Magic Shop, we believe in magic. The White Rabbit Magic Shop, located at 15500 Telegraph Road, Suite B15 in Santa Paula. For more information, please call 805-850-3051 or check us out online at wr-magic.com. This has been a Rough Edge Studios production.